In a 41 Action News exclusive, a councilman spending your money on expensive trips.
And so it was worth about $20,000 on taxpayer money.
Now, the 41 Action News investigators demand answers.
I am done.
I have one more question.
No, you don't.
And confront the man about his questionable travels. Tonight, an independent city councilman refuses to explain himself after 41 Action News discovered he spent taxpayer dollars on expensive trips.
41 Action News investigator Jessica McMaster dug deeper and shows us the paper trail.
I am done.
I have one more question.
No, you don't.
Aside from we keep showing up. Hi, Tom. Jessica with 41. I have a quick question for you. But independent city council member Tom Van Camp keeps walking away. We have a question about a trip that you took. Here's why. In May, we began looking through the city's financial records after a tip came in about a different story. When looking into that matter, something else caught our attention. Expense report after expense report, 3 years, 10 trips, more than $20,000 spent on travel by Van Camp.
These folks have to know that they live in the fishbowl and everything they do is going to be subject to, public opinion and sunshine requests.
Independent city manager Zach Walker says council members are allowed to travel at their own discretion when it comes to city business.
So that's really the term that we keep driving home is what's a business purpose.
But we found at least 3 of Van Camp's trips are not all business. A December expense report shows Van Camp attended a power conference in Las Vegas. We looked into the conference and found it was a 3-day event. So why did Van Camp stay 6 nights on the city's dime? He did the same thing the year before, the same conference, this time in Orlando, a 4-day event. But Van Camp's hotel receipt shows he stayed 7 nights in an upgraded executive king room. We made multiple requests to meet with the councilman about his travels, each one denied. So we caught up with him at a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the city's solar farm.
Isn't this all part of it?
You have to explain that to me. What were you able to bring back from those that helped?
Oh, it always helps. Everything you go there, you learn something new every time.
A vague response about what he gained from going to the conferences. And so it was worth about $20,000 on taxpayer money. City spokesperson Meg Lewis cut us off from talking with the councilman. He walks away clearly frustrated about our questions. But we didn't even get to ask Van Camp why his travels often include valet parking, rental cars, and early bird check-in at the airport. And there's still one more trip we have questions about. In 2015, Van Camp put in a request to visit a power plant in McIntosh, Alabama. But we're trying to figure out how he got there, since he stayed more than 3 hours away in Panama City Beach. A 213-mile commute to McIntosh. Van Camp's rental car only had 125 miles on it. So here we are again, trying to get answers. Why did you stay in Panama City Beach 3.5 hours away? Van Camp did reimburse the city for 3 of his 7-night stay, but he still won't say what he did with the rest of his time at the beach. Expense reports are signed off on by 3 different departments, including the city manager's office. But what's the point? The city manager tells us while personal expenditures are not allowed, it's left up to each individual council member to decide what's appropriate or not. That at the end of the day, elected officials are held accountable by the voters. I'm investigator Jessica McMaster, 41 Action News.
Jessica, thank you for that. Currently, there is no cap on the amount of money elected officials can spend on travel. The city auditor and independent says they're now taking a closer look at what we have uncovered, and the city manager expects the audit to be complete by the end of the year. Right now.